Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to you. Going to be reading for the lovely star sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio, this week I'm going to be giving you the meditative poetry at the end for a reason, because there's a little bit of a twist this week. So I'm going to get straight into your overall energy for this week ahead. So can I have messages, Spirit, for what Scorpio needs to hear? What do they need to see? Please bring out the cards on the table for me. What have we got for the lovely Scorpio? Oh, that didn't want to come out. Oh, and that one didn't want to go back in. They're alive. What else have we got, Spirit, for the Scorpios? Right then, Scorps, let's have a look what's coming out for you this week. The Scorpios. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Wow, Three of Pentacles then, coming in. Repairs needed in place. Okay. Repairs needed on a delicate subject. Protecting yourself. Working on something this week, Scorpio. And it looks like a defence as well. It's like you are defending yourself. You've got to work at a project. You've got to produce something that forms a defence for you. Okay, so you're working on something this week where it needs to be handed to somebody or to prove something. So you are on the defence. It's like you are building a defence up of protection to argue a point, to argue a situation, or building a foundation. Okay, you could be on your own sort of self-employed and you're starting to build up a foundation and working on that this week. The Eight of Cups comes in to say to you, you're on this path now and you've just got to keep going ahead. And I work with colour and we've got a lot of red here in both, like that. The brickwork's like sort of got an orangey red tinge to it, and obviously the ladybird's got red. And it's just coming out to say a warning sign, really. Don't, but in a positive though, this is, it's like to say, don't be swayed off the path that you started to go along with. And it can also mean for some of you on a romantic, because it's got two swans and two sort of lovebirds here. And the message on that instance, on the romantic side of things, is to say, don't be swayed off the path. Don't be swayed or have your head turned by somebody else. Because there's a pair in here of swans, and swans pair up for life. Okay? But her gaze is being taken away by these two lovebirds here. And it comes as a warning sign to say, don't be taken in. Okay? And also, don't be led down a garden path by somebody either. Led astray, I want to say. That's what they're telling me now. Don't be led astray, because the Five of Swords comes in here. And if you can see, okay, she sort of can't, there's not a clear view here through her perspective. But she's in a happy enough environment, okay, because she's holding the rose here and everything's, you know, coming up roses and everything in her little world is fine. But there's something from the past here where something broke down And although the person is standing happy in the current here and now with what they are doing, whether this shadow comes creeping back on the wall to try and get you to turn your head. That is really deep and really cryptic, but this is what I'm feeling for some of you in this message today, that there's somebody from your past where there was cracks appeared in a relationship, okay? And it's like to say you've walked that path previously, but for some reason it casts a shadow on your here and now wall of life, okay? This is not a person, this is a situation where it can come back round again, or it's an offer where it looks attractive, but under the surface of it, it's not what it's out, it's not cracked up. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying my words out. It's not cracked up, Scorpio, to what it's meant to be. As I said, it's very cryptic, and we'll get into the story a little bit more and find out what's going on. So I've got a couple of scenarios going on here, okay? So Spirit, can we have another card for the Scorpios? I want to say as well, you could be dealing with something legally, and you need to, it's like this person here is the legal player, and it's going to say you're going to come up roses in the end. You will find cracks in their defence, and you will evidence, and it will work in your favour. So to be mindful of that, Scorps. And we've got stuck in the mud, and it's saying here, this is your energy at the moment. You feel like you're stuck in a situation, but even though you're stuck in the mud, you're slowly getting yourself out of it. I want to say, because the mud's coming unstuck on this elephant, he's moving forward, okay? And I want to go with the bird here as being one of the birds out of these other cards. I feel like it's, as I said, there's something comes in from your past, a person maybe, or a situation, and it has you stuck in the mud for a while, thinking to yourself, I didn't expect that to come back round, I didn't expect them to come back round. It's that kind of an energy for some of you, okay? So let's have a look what's in your deep hidden psyche this week, Scorpio. What else have you got for Scorpio? Oh gosh, we've got reconciliation. Reconciliation. But even so, it's your inner spirit here being pulled in two different directions. And this is on two different sides of the coin as well. The reconciliation can be your inner conscience thinking to yourself, do I reconnect with somebody from a situation? Okay? Or it can be two parties in a legal battle agree to agree, okay? Not to agree to disagree, because I think the agree to disagree is already on the table, okay? And that's what you've got to, for some of you, prove evidence towards, that, no, this is my story, this is how it is, and then you sort of get to a, you just want to get to a situation where you both agree. It's like shaking hands in that case. We both agree to that. It's that kind of a situation as well. So let's just have a look at the card from the universe. How does that see you this week? Down the camera lens. I feel like two, because that one wants to follow it. So let's have a look. We've got this one, and we've got this one. Okay. So the universe is saying you are going to be busy bringing out evidence, creating documents, creating a case, okay, communicating. And then the universe wants to say to you, although you might be sitting thinking at the moment, oh gosh, this is really important, okay, am I going to get out of this? Everything seems to have frozen, the game board doesn't seem to be moving. But look at the butterfly, the cage is opened and the butterfly comes out and you've got your freedom. So the universe is basically saying to you, for those who are fighting and defending themselves, a lot of work's got to be put in, but the results is you get your freedom. Okay? On a romantic side, communication could be coming in from somebody. Okay? And then you think to yourself, the universe is saying, you've been here before. Okay? It was a situation where it come to a sort of a stalemate. And you freed yourself from that situation before. So don't be tempted. Okay, don't be tempted to be swayed off the path that you are currently walking along. For some of you, not all of you. So let's have a look at your animal spirit cards this week. What wants to come out for you this week, Scorps? Scorpio. And we have the buffalo, alchemical sign of earth, and the alchemical sign of water, which is the swan. Okay? The buffalo energy is the energy that is coming back like a bolt of lightning, something, a situation, and it makes the situation heavy going. Okay? And it causes this emotional turbulence, really, where you look like you're gliding on the surface, but underneath your feet are paddling away, thinking, oh gosh, you know, trying to keep your head above water in this heavy situation that is going to be around you, Scorpio. The buffalo is an energy of a hard going energy, okay? But as it's an earth sign, it can be a person who comes under the earth sign zodiac, okay? Or have an earth element within their chart, or could just be a grounded, all-round, solid person as well. But because of the lightning in there, it's like somebody returns out the blue, or a situation comes back around. I also want to say, if this is the legal matters that you are dealing with, don't feel as though it's too heavy going for you, because that's how they want you to feel. They want you to feel like, oh, am I going to get out of this? But then you take on the swan energy of, I can keep my head above water, I can get my way through this situation, even though it will pull on me emotionally. You will sort of work your way through it. I'm just going to pull another animal spirit card. I just want to clarify on this for you, Scorpio. As an outside energy, really. Yeah, we got the fire ant. And it's basically saying you will put the work in. It will obviously cause some emotion for you. You know, it's hard, isn't it, when you're trying to defend yourself or deal with your internal emotions and what have you. But you will go to the nucleus of this and you will deal with it in the right way. But for a small minority of you, because it's a fire energy, then fire is like attached to passions and burning desires. So it's testing your will, Scorpio, of you will fight for something, you feel passionate about something enough to put in the work and challenge whatever this buffalo is that comes in and around you. You will put the work and effort in, okay? Let's have a look what your messages are from your spiritual angels, guides this week. What else have we got for Scorpio, please? And we've got dream talk. And it says, your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages and more. So it's saying here, you may get messages this week from those in spirit through your dreams. And sometimes it's hard, isn't it, to remember our dreams, but look out for signs and symbols, okay, this week that are going to be brought in from spirit through dreams. I'm just going to get another card from the spiritual realms and see what else is coming in for you. Digging deep. And we have speak your truth. Again, we've got a lot of red, fiery passion. You're passionate about something. Stand up for what you believe in, regardless of the consequences. Speak your truth, no matter what others may think. It's time to stand in your own power for all the world to see. You are going to fight this battle, whatever it may be. It could be a battle of trying to fight temptation. If it is the case that somebody is coming back in and you are already happy in a relationship, it's like to say, no, I'm not going to be tempted. We've been down here before. It came to a stalemate. Do you know what I mean? And it's like to say, stand your ground and not to be tempted, for some of you, not all of you. And then the other flip side of this is to do with those who have to prove and are battling legalities at the moment. And it's saying, stand for what you believe in, fight hammer and tongue here, and stand in your own power for all the world to see. And I do feel you will get a resolve on this, okay? So, my lovely Scorpios, your poetic words this week from me was, weary and tired trying to save face, realising everything is such a struggle. You need to find a place to allow all your negative thoughts disappear on the winds of time. Know you can do this. You will cross the finishing line. So even my poetic words came into play with what was sort of being spelt out here in the readings this week. Now the other thing, Scorpio, is it's not going to affect all of you, but this week if you're out and about or in the car and you turn the radio on, or if you're on YouTube and you see down the ladder, as I call it, then if you hear a song from the singer, artist Ed Sheeran, and it's got to be by chance, as I said, if you're out and about and what have you, and it comes on in the radio or the shop or in the car, then let me know what the song title was. Drop it in the description box below for me, and I will try and decipher what spirit we're trying to get through to you, okay? Now, be sure to check out your moon and rising signs this week, because there is other artists then that you may hear their records of. So until next week, lovelies, you take care of yourself. Bye then.